Hi there, Save with Crypto here. Okay, so today I'm going to try out BloFin, which is a exchange. It's actually been around for quite a while, actually, quite a few years. And the good thing about this is at the moment, you don't need to do KYC. That's Know Your Customer. So that means you don't have to submit your identity, your passport or anything like that. And apparently BloFin have no plans in the near future to insist on KYC. Now, I think this is probably worth having as a kind of backup exchange. I mean, if you're in the UK, you're probably using Bitget at the moment, like I am. And if you're not, you can go to savewith.crypto.org/Bitget and you can get up to a $30,000 bonus there. Now, with BloFin, it's not quite so good. Well, you can win up to $5,000. But if you use my link, which is savewithcrypto.org/BloFin, you'll get to this page and then you can see that you can win like Rolexes, MacBooks, that kind of thing. But more importantly, for like any amount, I believe, with your initial deposit, you get 10% back, cash back, as a futures trading bonus. So, if you put like $100 in, you'll get $10 back. If you put $1,000 in, you'll get $100 back. And that is up to a $7,500 bonus. So if you've got 75 grand, you'll get 7.5 grand back. Not bad. Now, as with most platforms that offer a trading bonus type sort of incentive, it does depend on your trading volume. So you do need to be an active trader. So we need to just do some trading. So here's an account I prepared earlier. This has got nothing in it. Actually, it might have a little bit in it. I'm not sure. So look, 4.12 USDT. So to fund this thing, I think if you want to buy crypto, I think you can do that over here. If you do that, you'll probably have to sort of sign up with one of these people. And so, you'll have to give ID and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to do that myself because I want to see how long I can go without doing the identification thing. Mainly so I can see kind of what restrictions there are, if any. I think for the moment there aren't any though. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to deposit some crypto. So if I go back to here, I can go to deposit. Then here you've got a choice of Tether, XRP, Bitcoin, Tron, BNB, Ethereum, Litecoin, Solana, Doge, Matic, Ethereum Classic, AVAX, or quite a few actually. Yeah, I didn't realise there were so many. Okay, well, there's quite a lot of things you can deposit there. To make things easy, though, I'm just going to deposit USDT, and that's going to come from my Bitget account. So what I want to do is to choose the network that's going to be cheapest to send from my Bitget account. Now, I know for a fact that the TRC20 is certainly one of the cheapest. I think Arbitrum is cheap as well. But let's do TRC20. Okay, so let's copy that, and then I'm going to go back to Bitget. So in my Bitget account, I've got this USDT here, $119 worth. So I'm going to use that to start trading with. Now here's the dilemma really, because a lot of these deposit bonuses rely on the size of your first deposit. And if I had something like, $500,000 USDT, I wouldn't want to send it to an exchange if I'd never done it before. You'd always want to send a test amount and then do the larger amount. Now, I do think most places are legit. I have communicated with the BloFin people to set up the affiliate deal, and I think I trust them. But you can never be 100% sure, can you? Okay, so I'm going to withdraw this amount. This is going to be a new withdrawal, so I'm going to use TRC20, put the address in there. So yeah, transaction fees will be 1 USDT. So I need to confirm that. Okay, so that's withdrawing now, and the time is 8:54. I believe this does this really quickly. Okay, so that was super quick because the slowest part was the actual withdrawing from Bitget that happened at 8:58, and the BloFin deposit successfully email also happened at 8:58. Actually, before I got the email from Bitget saying that it had been withdrawn. So yeah, very quick to deposit. Okay, so if we go to assets in BloFin now, you can see here that in my funding account, I've got $122.34 USDT. Okay, so I quite like the simplicity of this because you've got the funding account, which I suppose is just where you keep your money. Spot account will be for swapping that crypto into whatever else you want. So we might do a bit of that in a moment. Futures trading, futures account is where you do futures trading, and futures trading is where you actually trade the volatility of an asset and benefit by the price going up or the price going down, depending on what you're doing, but more about that later. Copy trading, you can just copy somebody else. I might look at that at some point. My experience of copy trading isn't that good, though, to be honest. I tried it on ByBit a couple of years ago, and it was okay for a while, and then there was a big dip in the price of Bitcoin, and like all the positions got liquidated, and I kind of lost about $2,000. So I didn't feel so good about that. Mind you, I've done worse myself, so maybe that was all right. I do, however, know that Andy Bitcoin Census does have a copy trading thing over here. And I know that he's a very, very safe trader. He doesn't win all his trades, but he generally doesn't lose much money. I might have a look at that. And then you've got the earn account, where you can usually do things like where you do a bit of farming or something and you earn a bit of money on the assets you've got. But I think for the moment, I think we'll have a look at spot trading, because that's probably like the most basic thing you can do. So I guess I have to move some money. So what do? Oh, here you go. Transfer. So I'm going to transfer from, that's going the wrong way, isn't it? So I want to go from funding account to, let's say, spot account. Let's transfer all of that. Okay. And then you see over here in your spot account, what you'll have is lots of different pairs of stuff, you know. So you'll have like Bitcoin, USDT, Ethereum, USDT, all these sort of things. I think they are all USDT, aren't they? Yeah, because in other exchanges, sometimes you have like a Bitcoin pair or something that I quite enjoy. Okay, so say at the moment, if I wanted to buy some Bitcoin, which might not be a bad idea because it's come down quite a bit here, I could just go to market there and then just buy Bitcoin with all my USDT there. Okay. However, market buys aren't always the cheapest way to do things, and also you'll just buy at whatever the price is right now. Okay. Now, if I wanted to do a limit buy, that's usually the cheapest way to do it. So what I could do, for example, I think, that might come down a little bit more. So I could go like 59,200. That's what I want to buy at. I could do all of that and then go buy Bitcoin. Okay, so it's going to buy Bitcoin at that price. It will buy that amount. Okay, and confirm. Now, most exchanges, it normally shows you where the actual order is there, but it doesn't seem to here. It just puts it down here. Maybe that will be different in the futures trading, but that seems to be how it is in spot. So I'm just going to leave that for a few minutes and see if that order fills. So I left that for about 10 minutes and the price just went up rather than down, so the order didn't fill. So maybe we'll try something different. So I just flipped over to tradingview.com, which is where I chart all my stuff. So I tend to chart stuff on TradingView and then do the trading on whatever platform I'm using. And the one that's catching my eye at the moment is DOT, which is down -3% in the last sort of 24 hours. So this looks to me like it could turn back up at some point. So it's currently at 7.042. So let's have a look at that instead. So let's go back to BloFin. Let's cancel that order and then have a look for DOT. That's Polkadot, by the way. So we've got DOT USDT. Okay. All right. So there it is. That's on the 4-hour time frame, but let's look at it a bit more finely, say like the 5-minute. Let's go for the 1 minute, actually. Yeah, see, this looks good to me. So let's say I want to buy it at 7.36. Oh, no, 7.35. Okay, I'm going to do that, buy DOT. Then the order is down here. That did actually go to 7.035, didn't fill though. So I just need it to come down a little bit more. I'll just leave that for a few minutes. Okay, so I left that running for a little while, and indeed it did fill at the correct price. So if you look down here at the order history, you can see here that it did indeed fill here at 7.035. So now I've got 17.39 DOT. Okay. Now there was a fee involved with that, which is 0.01739 DOT. Okay, so do bear that in mind. So you really need it to go up by 0.04 or something like that to to make a profit. So what I'll probably do here, I'll just go back to TradingView, and I'm using this indicator here. I mean, I'll have to cover TradingView in a different video, but I use various indicators. That one's a paid one. That one is a free one. But what I'm looking at here is the VWAP standard deviation bands. And in TradingView, you can just go to indicators here and just put in whatever indicator you're looking for. So, for example, like VWAP standard deviation bands version 2 mod update. I think that is the one I use. And what this does, it shows you these green bands down here, which is generally a good buying place. Not always though, because obviously if you did that just after midnight when the VWAP things reset, that would have been not good, because you'd be right down here by now. But when I combine this on the 5-minute time frame with the whole suite indicator, which is this one, which is also free, it looked to me like this was kind of starting to go green. It hasn't yet though, has it? But yeah, anyway, so that's what I did. So I filled my order down there. So what I could do is I could take profit maybe at this midline on the VWAP. Okay, so that last part of the video was actually Friday, and then I went away for a few days. I forgot to take my computer, but what I'd done, I'd set a sell order at 7.3, so $7.30, and indeed that did fill on Friday. So you can see here that sold 7.3 dot there, and yeah, so that now means if I go to assets and have a look here in the spot account, so you can see here that there's a tiny little bit of dot left there, and there's now 126.6 USDT, so that made a little bit, didn't it? So that's how you do spot trading, and I think that'll do for today. But yeah, so trading spot, it's good because it's not very risky. You can take advantages of fluctuations in price of things. But of course you can't make the gains like you can do with futures trading. So I will cover that in the next video about BloFin, which will probably be like Tuesday or Wednesday this week. Meanwhile, I'll do other videos about the other kind of stuff as well. So the best way to know about that is to be subscribed and make sure they have the little bell notification set on all. And while you're down there, please do like the video, leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.